Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to today's education based Indiana High School Athletic Association Varsity Boys Basketball. Tonight's radio coverage is made possible through audiosportsonline.net. That's ASO, that's Rob Kendall. Rob Kendall from the Kendall and Casey Show. That's weekday mornings, 9 to noon on 93.1 FM, or you can go to WIBC.com. Tonight's game going to feature the Northwestern Tigers as they travel to Tipton High School, are going to do battle with the Tipton Blue Devils. We'll mention both teams are out on the floor right now. The JV contest finished not long ago. We'll mention that was a good one. There's a 4-point game. Tipton ended up with the win, 48-44. We'll mention a little bit about each school. Well, first we'll talk about the visiting team on the scoreboard. That's the Northwestern Tigers. Northwestern Tigers High School, they have a school enrollment of 554. They are Class 3A, Sectional 23. There are 7 in their sectional. And in their sectional are the Northwestern Tigers. They are currently 7-2 on the season. Logansport Berries, they are 8-5 on the season. West Lafayette, the Red Devils, also 7-2. Western, the Western Panthers are 5-7. Twin Lakes, the Indians are 5-8. Mechanical Braves are 2-8, and the Peru Tigers are 3-9. The principal at Northwestern High School is Mr. Tim Shope. The athletic director is Mike Goodrich. The athletic director's secretary is Christina Kidwell. We'll mention Northwestern High School is located at 3431 North 400 West. That's Kokomo, Indiana, 46901. You can find them on the web at nhs.nwsc.k12.in.us. They wear the collars purple and white. They perform in the Three Rivers Conference. There are 10 teams in the Three Rivers Conference. Right now, at the top, Northwestern Tigers. They're 4-0 in the Three Rivers. They're 7-2 overall. Second place right now is Southwood. Southwood, they're 3-0. They are 10-1 overall. They fell to Blackford in game 1. And I will mention the Northwestern Tigers and the Southwood. Southwood, they will get together. They'll play their conference game on January 30th. It will be at Northwestern. Third right now in the Three Rivers, that's the Lewis Cass Kings. Lewis Cass Kings, they are currently 3-1. In the conference, they are 6-3 overall. Followed up by number 4, Wabash. Wabash 2-1, 4-7. Number 5, Rochester. They are 1-1, 4-5. Number 6, Whitco. They're 1-2. They're 5-6. Number 7, that's Peru, the Peru Tigers. 1-2, 3-9. Number 8, Northfield, the Northfield Norsemen. They are 0-2, 0-10. Number 9, that's Manchester. The Squires are 0-3, 3-9. And at number 10, the Mechanical Braves, 0-3, 2-8. As mentioned, the Northwestern Tigers currently 7 wins, 2 losses on the season, 4-0 in the Three Rivers Conference. They are in first place out of 10 teams. We'll mention the Tigers on the season in 9 ball games. They average offensively 57 points. They give up an average defensively of 48.8. The head coach of the Northwestern Tigers, working in year number 22 at Northwestern High School, that is Mr. Jim Gish. Jim Gish, we'll mention, he is an assistant principal, Northwestern Tiger school system. Basketball, he has a tremendous record, 292 wins, 170 losses. The next game on the agenda for the Tigers, it's going to happen tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, 7:30 varsity. Northwestern will travel to Northfield, and that'll be a conference ball game. Now we'll mention a little bit about the Tipton Blue Devils. Tipton Blue Devils, they have a school enrollment of 454. They are in Class 2A, Sectional 39. There are 6 in their sectional, and we'll mention their sectional is just like this. Tipton, they're Tipton Blue Devils, they're 4-7 on the season. Taylor Titans, they are 8-3. Elwood Panthers are 6-5. The Sheridan Blackhawks, 8 wins, 1 loss. Frankton, the Eagles are 7-4. Lapel, the Bulldogs are 5-3. The principal at Tipton High School is Mr. Craig Leach. The athletic director is Colin Quinn. The athletic trainer is Burke Emmers. Tipton High School is located at 619 South Main Street, Tipton, Indiana, 46072. You can dial them by telephone at 765-675-7431. On the web, it's TiptonAthletics.com. They're with the collars, blue and white. They perform in the Hoosier Athletic Conference. We'll mention that conference stacked up with an East Division and a West Division. We'll mention in the East, stacking up like this, Logansport. They have already won the East Division, 2-1 record. They are 8-5 overall. Western Panthers, they are tied. They are also at the top of the East Division. They're 2-1, and they're 5-7 overall. Tipton Blue Devils currently 1-1 in the division. That's the East Division. They're 4-7 presently. And the Hamilton Heights Huskies are 0-2 in the East Division. They are 3-7 presently. And the Tipton Blue Devils will be at Hamilton Heights. That'll be the rubber match. That'll determine third place and fourth in the East Division. That game will happen on January 30th. In the West Division of the Hoosier Conference, at the top right now, it's West Lafayette. The Red Devils are 1-0. They're 9-2 overall. Central Catholic, the Knights are 1-0. They are 5-6 overall. Twin Lakes, the Indians are 1-1, 5-8 overall. Benton Central, the Bison are 1-1, 3-7 overall. In Rensselaer Central, the Bombers are 0-2 in the West. They are 1-10 overall. As mentioned, the Tipton Blue Devils, currently 4 wins, 7 losses on the season. They are 1-1 in the Hoosier Conference East Division. And offensively, per game average, this is an average. In the 11 ball games, 51.5. Defensively, they give up an average of 50.0. And I got to mention, I get a lot of my stats, probably 75% of them I get from johnharrell.net. That's johnharrell.net. John is a tremendous guy. He loves sports. And I was fortunate to make his acquaintance one time at a North-South All-Star football game. I didn't know it, but I was standing right beside him, and we reintroduced each other to each other. Pretty nice guy. So we'll mention Tipton Blue Devils. Tipton Blue Devils. Tipton's head coach is Tommy Newton. Tommy Newton, physical education here at Tipton High School. He's 4-7 in his first year at Tipton Blue Devil High School. Next game on the agenda for the Blue Devils is going to be tomorrow night the 17th, 6 o'clock, 7:30. Tipton Blue Devils will travel to Frontier to battle with the Falcons. And if you tune in, we'll mention at halftime, Coach Aaron Toll is going to talk with us. We'll have about the whole halftime. We'll talk about the Indiana Hoosiers' tremendous football season. We'll talk about the game that's getting ready to happen on Monday night. I-14, clock rolling down. So what a great ball game in front of us. We'll mention a little bit about what happened in the Three Rivers and the Hoosier Conference on this past Tuesday, the 13th. Final scores. 4 games right here in the Hoosier Conference. It was at Twin Lakes. Twin Lakes got the win over Rensselaer Central. It was a decisive win. Twin Lakes got the win. at Tipton, at Tipton Tuesday night. It was a defensive game, defensive strong ball game. Wabash got the win, 40, Tipton 37. At West Lafayette, at Red Devil High School, West Lafayette went against Clinton Prairie. It was West Lafayette 69, Clinton Prairie 46. And the game at Western was supposed to be Northwestern at Western. It was postponed, and they'll make that game up. I think they will. Don't have a rescheduled date in my visual eyesight right now. And we'll mention games happening tonight in the Hoosier Conference. 6 games on the agenda tonight, the 16th January. We'll mention at 7:30, it's Central Catholic. West Division matchup at Benton Central. At 7:30, LaPel. LaPel is at Hamilton Heights tonight, non-conference game. 7:30 tonight. McCutcheon is at Logansport. 7:30 tonight, right here in the Inferno. It's Northwestern at Tipton. 8 o'clock start tonight, time zone change. Rensselaer Central, Hoosier Conference West Division matchup at West Lafayette. Another 8 o'clock start. It's Twin Lakes at Kankakee Valley. They are the Vikings. Now in the Three Rivers Conference this week. It's supposed to have been 2 games on Tuesday, the 13th. One game, as you know, Wabash 40, Tipton 37. That was here at Tipton High School in Northwestern, and Northwestern at Western was postponed due to not enough players for the Western team. Once in a while, you get banged up, you need a little time, and I hope they make that game up. We'll mention 5 games tonight in Three Rivers Conference. Friday, January 16th, 7:45 start tonight, Manchester Conference game. They are at Wabash. 7:30 start tonight, Peru Tigers Conference game. They are at Maconaquah. 7:30 start tonight, the Rochester Zebras Conference game. They are at Lewis Cass. 7:45 start tonight. Number 6, 5-6 on the season. That is Whitco. Three Rivers Conference game. They are at number 2, 10-1 Southwood. That ought to be a good one. And we'll mention a 7:30 start tonight. Northwestern non-conference game right here with the Tipton Blue Devils. And while we got a minute, we'll mention this game is in part being brought to you tonight by Erica's Place. Erica's Place, you'll really enjoy your dining experience at Erica's Place. They've got breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Join them in Cicero, the Cicero store, the Erica's Place at 40 West Jackson Street by the stoplight, or in Noblesville at 654 Logan Street. That's right next to the Logan Street Bridge. You can dine in or carry out. They've got excellent breakfast menu. It's served all day. They've got great sandwiches and salads and a nice dinner menu. All meals are served fresh and hot. And we'll mention you can bring your family or simply dine alone. You can reach them by phone. By phone, they both have a 984 exchange. Their Cicero Erica's Place is 317-984-9303. At their Noblesville Erica's Place, 317-984-0501. I ate there today. What a beautiful place to be. So both teams, both fan bases are going to stand at attention. Both teams right there on the sideline, getting ready to observe the national anthem. And national anthem will be performed by the Tipton Band. They are on the stage. Cheerleaders are going to stand next to each other. They might stagger. Yep, they're going to stagger. It's all good in the United States. So clock's going to buzz out. We'll listen to public address. Mr. Phil, we'll set this down.
We honor the national champions, be swollen, praise our national anthem.
Our national anthem. Tipton High School Band. I tell you what, the national anthem. Everybody standing at attention, hand over their heart. That's when everybody in the whole gym is on the same page. And it won't be for very long. We'll see. We'll mention starting line at first for the Northwestern Tigers. Northwestern Tigers are going to start like this. Webbing number 2. He's 6'4". Sophomore, 16 points per game average, 7.7 rebounds per game average. Colin Cook. Wearing number 5. He's a 6'1" senior, 4.8 per game average. Landon Begley. Wearing number 15. 6'5", a junior, 14.3 points per game average. Braden Wilson. Wearing number 20. 5'10" sophomore, 2.8 per game. William Reese. And wearing number 23, 6'3", he's a junior, 12.2 per game average. Henry Neer. The head coach for the Northwestern Tigers is Mr. Jim Gish. Now for the Tipton Blue Devils, they'll start like this. Wearing number 2, he's 6'2", the junior, 16 points per game average, 4.5 rebounds per game. Peyton Aller. Wearing number 4 for the Blue Devils, 6'2" junior, 3.8 per game average, 3.9 rebounds per game. Quinn Smith. Wearing number 21, he's 6'8". He's a junior, 9.9 per game, just under 10, 6.5 boards per game. That is Grayson McFalls. Wearing number 23, 6'1", sophomore, Quinn Toll. The free throw line shooting 70%. Quinn Toll is the Tipton Blue Devils quarterback. And wearing number 40, he's 6'3", getting a start tonight. He's a senior, 4.5 per game. Jace Clark. Jace Clark shooting a 3 ball at 31%. And I'm getting ready to tip him off right now. Jace Clark, 2 for 2 at the stripe. 100% from the free throw line. So both teams going to meet out on the court. We'll mention the Blue Devils going to wear the all-white. Blue numerals outlined in a darker blue. And we'll mention the Northwestern Tigers going to wear the black uniforms. They've got the purple numerals outlined in white. So they're getting ready to jump it up right now. They're going to toss it up. 3 officials on the floor. I recognize one. I've seen, maybe 2. Don't know the names, but this should be a well-officiated ball game. They're going to jump it up and be Grayson McFall, 6'8". He's a junior. He'll jump it up against Northwestern Tigers, 23. Henry Neer, 6'3", junior. The whistle blows. They're checking. Here we go. Toss is high. Toss is a bit high. They should probably re-jump it, and they will. That toss was up there. Couple of good-sized guys. It was straight up. But the off-brand official blew his whistle, said, let's do it again. So 2 seconds off the clock. They didn't reset it. They're kicking to the backcourt. Tip goes to Tipton from Grayson McFalls. In the front court, Jace Clark now way out top. Grayson McFalls. McFalls being guarded there by 23, Henry Neer. They jump center against each other. Out top of the basketball on the dribble stationary. Peyton All to go to the corner with it. That's Quinn Toll. He'll dribble back around inside the arc there. They're working back out top. Jace Clark. 7:30 left here in the first quarter. Just begun at Tipton High School. These two teams play well together. On the baseline there was Quinn Toll. Toss the ball back in. And we'll mention is off the body of the Northwestern Tigers. Going to be brought in right the bucket on the baseline. Nearly stolen. And it's going to be tipped away and stolen by Northwestern. They'll take the first shot in the ball game, and they'll shoot 2 from the free throw line. First shot nearly blocked. Got a piece of the arm there. Going to be a first foul called. In the ball game, it's going to be called against Jace Clark. He has 1. So at the foul stripe is Henry Neer. He's shooting 58% on the season. First shot is nothing but net. 1-0 contest early going. Henry Neer on the season now 16 for 27. He'll get 1 more. Second shot up and good. It's a 2-0 contest. Tigers in front. Ball brought in. Tigers going to provide some defense in the backcourt. They get into Grayson McFall to try to break the timeline. Quinn Smith going to bounce it across the timeline. Peyton All will go to the corner. Quinn Smith picked up there by Neer. That's Henry Neer. They'll work it in. Twin goal, and they'll kick it back out. 3-point shot, good. James Clark, left elbow extended. It's a 3-2 contest. Blue Devils in front. Working the ball to the timeline. Just across the timeline. That's Landon Bagley. He'll pass to the left side in front of the arc to Henry Neer. We're going to back around and get it back out top to reset the offense. Number 2, Colin Cook. Working against him loosely is Quinn Toll. Out top of the basketball, they'll move it back around. Touch in the hands, Brittany William Reese, where's number 20. They work it in, trying to get a shot away, couldn't get it away. Baseline jumper, good. Henry Neer hits the bucket. He's shooting 67%. That's a tremendous percentage from 2-point land. He is now 48 for 71 on the season. Henry Neer, 6:15. Game clock. Blue Devils in the front court. 4-3 contest. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Error in the pass, and they're going to give the ball back to Northwestern. 6:10 left. They're going to bring it in from three-quarter court, side court, right there in front of the fans adjacent from the scorer's bench. Crossing the timeline, stationary dribble. He'll work it right there. That's number 20, William Reed. He'll get an elbow right side, Landon Bagley. Bagley going to bounce it out. They'll reset the offense. Bring it back around, William Reese. They go right side and brings the ball back around. Colin Cook. Colin Cook, the 6'4" sophomore. He takes the point. Over a cross-court skip pass. Back pedal dribble, William Reese. They go baseline. Henry Neer. They give the ball up inside the arc. They go outside the arc. 3-point shot in the air. Good. Northwestern Tiger, number 20, William Reese. Reese is shooting 50% from 3-point land. He's now 3 for 5 on the season, shooting 60%. 7-3 contest. Northwestern by 4. We're going to the front court, tip the Blue Devils. Quinn Toll. Works it back out top. Moving the basketball. They're going to dribble in, try to go off the glass and get the bucket. Pretty athletic move right there from Quinn Smith. Gets the bucket off the glass. It's 7-5. Northwestern by 2. From the corner baseline. 3-point shot, good. He's got a second in the ballgame. It's William Reese. It's a 10-5 contest. 4:49 on the game clock. First quarter. We're at Tipton High School. They'll go to the corner with it. Jace Clark with a 3. Wouldn't go. Rebound caroms out. Picked up going the other direction. They go coast to coast off the glass. Couldn't get it. Rebound put back is good. Credit the bucket. Henry Neer for 2. That first shot off the glass, that was 15. Braden Wilson. Back the other direction. Tipton Blue Devils off the glass. Peyton Allers, they're going up and down the floor now. Off the glass, block shot. Block shot, Grayson McFalls. Going up in the shot was Braden Wilson. The ball ends up in the hands of Peyton Aller. They're in the front court. Quinn Toll in the corner. Cross-court double skip. Quinn Smith, he'll try a 3. He'll get it. Quinn Smith hasn't been launching a lot of threes. He gets his first 3-point bucket of the season. 12-10 contest. Northwestern Tigers by 2. Going to work it around, bounce pass around the perimeter. On the dribble, Braden Wilson. Braden Wilson working against him, Peyton Aller. Now back out top. They'll move it around the perimeter, left side to the corner. They'll bring the ball back out. Colin Cook. Cook on the dribble. He's going to go base. He's going to go in the paint. He'll go towards the basket. Couldn't get the shot to go, but he will shoot two. They're going to whistle this foul on Tipton, number 40. Jace Clark going to pick up his second foul in the first quarter with 3:33 left. And after this first shot, we're going to see Jace Clark. He'll get a breather. And at the free throw line, Northwestern Tigers. First one rims out. Colin Cook. Colin Cook misses his third free throw of the season. He is now 24 for 27. He stepped to the stripe right there, shooting 92%. That's amazing. Second shot is good. So 25 for 28. Do the math. We're going to do the front court. Try to, and he will. Peyton Aller going to bounce it back. Quinn Smith across the timeline to try to get it into Grayson McFalls. Might be a double tip. No. They're going to say the tip was off of McFalls. And a lot of folks thought the tip happened after he tipped it, but no. They're going to talk it over. They're going to ask. But I don't know. I don't think they'll change it. So they're going to give it to Northwestern. At least the officials got together and had a chat, short chat. That's only fitting for a public ball game such as this. 3:17 clock moving, first quarter. 13-10. Going to bounce it in baseline, tipped away. Colin Cook. A good tip there. Good hands by Quinn Toll. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay in the front court with the Tigers. 3:11 left here in the quarter. Can be brought in left the bucket on the baseline. Number 20, William Reese. He'll look to get it in. He'll toss it in deep by this logo head right there in the center court on the dribble. That's number 5, Landon Bagley. They'll go to the corner. Henry Neer. He'll bounce pass back out top. Now they'll work it back. Number 20, William Reese. He's got 2 3-point shots good in this first quarter. They'll get the ball out top, being guarded by Owen Spidell. Owen Spidell checked back in. He came in for Jace Clark. And there'll be a steal in the backcourt, stolen by Peyton Aller. He'll get it to the front court. Quinn Smith on the dribble. 2:41. They're going to whistle a foul. Closely guarded there, a little bit too close, a little bit of a reach in. Northwestern Tiger, number 13, Mason Butler. Mason Butler. I take that back. They're going to call it on Henry Neer. Now, I'm not sure. Yeah, that's right. We had it right. We're going by public address, but we had it right. 13, Mason Butler. 6-foot senior. So in the front court, Quinn Toll. Outside of the basketball, Grayson McFalls. Works it to Peyton Aller. Now Owen Spidey on the baseline. They're going to say he stepped on the baseline. Tried that jump pass out of there. He was hoping that one of his buddies there would cut hard to the hoop. It didn't happen. They're going to give the ball back to Northwestern. On the dribble, crossing the timeline. Number 20, William Reese. On the dribble, 13-10 contest. Northwestern by 3. 2:18 left here in the first quarter. Out top, Henry Neer. They go to the corner with it. They're going to go drive baseline. Going to be a bump foul. Bump foul right there on the Blue Devils. Going baseline there was Landon Bagley. And they're going to whistle this foul on number 4, Quinn Smith. He picks up his first in the ball game. That's foul number 3 on the Blue Devils here in the first quarter. Northwestern Tigers have 1. 2:11. Going to be brought in left of the bucket. Going to be brought in from Northwestern. William Reese tosses it in. Works it back around. 13, Mason Butler. Now out top, Colin Cook. Now Henry Neer. Now they go baseline on the drive. He got a pass to the basket. Going to be a blocked shot. Grayson McFalls, another blocked shot. Recycles a shot of Braden Wilson to the front court. 152 on the drive. Going to go off the glass. He'll shoot 2. Peyton Aller had a pass baseline. He took it. Joe went in, tried to power layup. Got fouled in the act of shooting. He'll shoot 2. They're going to whistle this foul. Northwestern Tiger, number 20, William Reese. He picks up his first foul. That's 2. Northwestern, 3 on Tipton here in the first quarter. First shot up and good. Peyton Aller. We're going to see a sub in for Northwestern. Peyton Aller enters the ball game. He's been increasing his free throw percentage. He's up to 65. He's now 41 for 63 on the season. In the ball game for Northwestern, 25, Caden Daly. Second shot, good. Got both of them. Peyton Aller. Caden Daly, he's 5'5". He's a freshman. Where's number 25? He's doing the ball handling right now. Out top, he'll give the ball up. Left side, 13. That's Mason Butler. Back out top on the dribble. He'll dribble in the paint. He'll float one up off the glass. Wouldn't get it. Shot taken by Braden Wilson. Rebound ends up in the hands of 25, Caden Daly. So Northwestern, another attempt in the front court with an offensive board. 1:20 left here in the quarter. First quarter, 13-12. Northwestern by 1. So Daly on the dribble. Pretty good ball handler is 25, Caden Daly. Don't let that 5'5" fool you. First shot, wouldn't get it. Got his own rebound. Colin Cook. They put it back in, get 2. 15-12. Northwestern by 3. Under a minute left. First quarter, 56 seconds. Blue Devils in the front court. Quinn Smith out behind the arc. He'll dribble in. Working against Daly. Quinn Smith in the paint. He'll float one up. He'll be fouled. He'll go to the stripe and he'll shoot 2. So Quinn Smith going to shoot a couple. Fouls whistled on 25, Caden Daly. As making a 5'5" freshman. You can tell he's got a lot of parts. Free throw line, Quinn Smith, first shot, good. Quinn Smith working on those free throws. He got 15 on the season. We're going to see Zach Ridgway in the ballgame for the Blue Devils. Taking a breather is Grayson McFalls. So they trade 6'6" and then pull out of the game, 6'8". Second shot off the rim would go. Rebound. Henry Near with the rebound to the front court. Daly. They're working to the corner to bounce it in. Bounce it in to Near. Turnaround jumper in the paint. Wouldn't get it. Rebound Owen Spidell for the Blue Devils. 32 seconds left. 15-13. Blue Devils an opportunity to tie or go up by 1 with a final shot here in the quarter. On the dribble. Out top. Peyton Aller left side. Triple threat. He'll dribble right out top in the center circle. Quinn Smith. Quinn Smith will dribble in. Picks up the dribble. Cross court skip pass. Quinn Toll to the corner. Peyton Aller. He'll dribble in. He'll pounce it down low. They'll get it inside to Zach Ridgway. They're going to call foul. Ridgway might have got away with a step there. So they whistle this foul. It's going to be an out of bounds play. Foul number 4. Fourth foul with 5.6 left. And that foul whistled on number 2, Colin Cook. So ball brought in, Peyton Aller. Behind the arc and dribble in, Owen Spidell. Outside the arc, Quinn Smith. 3-point shot, good. Blue Devils go up by 1 at the buzzer. Quinn Smith for 3. At the end of 1 quarter, Tipton Blue Devils 16, Northwestern Tigers 15. And we'll also mention tonight's ball game is in parts being brought to you by Hope Jewelers, Tipton. Precious times are made for precious moments. And Hope Jewelers are there to meet your every special need in the field of diamonds, gold, and silver, etc. Stop in and visit. Hope Jewelers there in downtown Tipton, next to the Diana Theater. Hope Jewelers, they're at 135 East Jefferson Street, Tipton, Indiana, 46072. You can reach them by phone by dialing 765-675-9720. Again, that's 765-675-9720. Let's Hope Jewelers, they're open daily, Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. They're open on Saturday, 9:30 to 2. Let's Hope Jewelers in Tipton. So 8 minutes on the game clock. The refs blowing the whistle. Refs blow the whistle about to simultaneously as the buzzer goes off. And both teams going to go out on the floor. And Tipton Blue Devils. White uniforms, as mentioned. Black uniform. Northwestern, they'll inbound the basketball. Alternate possession arrow. Opening tip was controlled by Tipton. So it's going to be brought in. Half court, number 13 will trigger the inbound. That's Mason Butler. Everybody in the front court going to go backcourt now, getting the reception there on the inbound. William Reese to the front court. He wears number 20. They'll bounce it in. Off the hands, Braden Wilson regathers the basketball. They'll bring it back out, toss it out to Henry Neer. They go to the corner with Reese to the corner. They work it back out on the dribble. That's Landon Bagley. Trying to reset the offense out top with Henry Neer. On the dribble in the paint, he'll go off, try to go off the glass. They're going to call a foul on the Blue Devils. Going to be 2 shots, but that was pretty close to a block shot. I've said it before. When you're north of North Central High School on 86th Street, them fouls, it doesn't take much to draw a foul. But when you work south of North Central, you got to foul the guy to get the whistle blown. 7:35 on the game clock. At the stripe, Braden Wilson. First shot short, Braden Wilson working on those foul shots. He's second on the team in average per game at 14.3. He's a 6'5 junior. You can tell he's a tall man. He's looking down on the floor. He'll get another shot. Second shot, free throw. Braden Wilson. He'll lie it, and he's short off the mark. The Blue Devils will get the ball back out of bounds. With 7:35, we're in the second quarter. 16-15. Blue Devils by 1. We're going to bring the ball in. Peyton Aller, Zach Ridgway. Now Quinn Toll back to Peyton Aller. Back to Quinn Toll again in the front court. Going to pass it inside off the glass. 2-point bucket. Peyton Aller. Credit the assist number 11, Owen Spidell. 7:15 on the game clock. 18-15. Blue Devils by 3. On the dribble out top, crossing over. And it'll be a reach-in foul. And on the dribble there was number 2, Colin Cook. The official going to call a foul on the Blue Devils. 23, that's Quinn Toll. Quinn Toll has 1 in the contest. 7:08 on the game clock. Right the bucket on the baseline. Northwestern Tiger going to bring it in. That's number 20, William Reese. They'll look to get it in. They'll bounce it in and get the ball back. From Near, they'll work it out top. They'll work it down low. Baseline, turnaround jumper off the glass. Good shot there. That was 23. Henry Near for 2. 18-17. Blue Devils by 1. 6:54 on the game clock. In the front court, Blue Devils. Quinn Toll. They're working to the corner. Quinn Smith. Quinn Smith in the dribble of the basketball. We're going to get him. It's Colin Quinn. Out top, Peyton Aller and Quinn Smith. Now, Owen Spidell. They're working the ball fast. Owen Spidell behind the arc, right elbow extended. He's going to dribble in. Working against him is number 5, Landon Bagley for the Tigers. We'll work it back out. Quinn Toll. Taking some time here. The defense is good by Northwestern. Tipton trying to get a good shot here in the front court. On the dribble, Quinn Toll. Back to Peyton to pick up a screen. He won't use it. And then work it back out top. Quinn Smith, Quinn Toll. Down low on the baseline. They'll kick it out. 3-point shot off the mark. That was Peyton Aller. On the rebound, Northwestern, Colin Cook. Back the other direction, off the glass. Left side of the glass, layup. Credit the bucket. Braden Wilson. He wears number 15. Trying to get the ball across the timeline again. Northwestern providing some defense. Blue Devils get it to the front court. Pass goes out of bounds. It's tipped last by Northwestern. So the Blue Devils going to bring it in right at the bucket on their own baseline. Going to be triggered in by Quinn Toll. 5:46 left. We're in the second quarter. It's a 1-point game. Northwestern in front. 19-18. They get the ball in. Peyton Aller out top. Triple threat available. Quinn Smith will bounce it in to Quinn Toll. He'll find a cutter, and that's Owen Spidell under the bucket. Credit the assist to Quinn Toll. 20-19 play and seesaw on the scoreboard. 5:25 left here in the second quarter. Crossover dribble. They kick it back out. Reese going to take the shot. That was William Reese. That didn't go, but they're going to call it a traveling violation, I do believe. They're going to give the ball back to Tipton. So back in the ball game for the Blue Devils is 21, Grayson McFalls. Taking a breather is Zach Ridgway. Ball brought in. Trying to break the press, and they will break it with a pass. Crossing the timeline now is Peyton Aller. Right side, Owen Spidell back to Aller. Aller being guarded there loosely by Landon Bagley. Back pedal dribble for Peyton. They're working around the perimeter. Now Quinn Toll. Back to Quinn Smith. They bring it back out. They're working to the corner. 3-point shot in the air. Good. Peyton Aller nails a three. Peyton Aller on the season. He's shooting 34%. He entered his game 12 for 35. He's now 13 for 36. That's a good percentage from three-point land, 34%. From the corner, 2-point shot, a three-point shot wouldn't go. That was Colin Cook. Northwestern crashing the boards along with Tipton, Grayson McFalls, and they're going to whistle a foul. On 21, Grayson McFalls. He'll pick up his first foul in tonight's ball game. 4:37 left here in the second quarter. Going to be brought in, left the bucket on the baseline, brought in by Reese. So we're going to outside. They go to the corner baseline with it. 12-footer wouldn't go. Shot taken by Henry Neer. Rebound putback wouldn't go. That was 20, William Reese. And another offensive board. They'll try it again. Ball's tipped away. Overplaying the basketball. Good tip by Quinn Toll. It's in the hands of Owen Spidell. Now in the front court of the basketball is Quinn Smith. Baseline. Quinn Toll will dribble in. He'll get the cutter off the glass. Wouldn't get it. That was Peyton Aller. Nice cut down the lane. 4 minutes left. We played halfway through the second quarter. 23-19. Northwestern couldn't get the shot away. It was intimidation. And the ball's now in the front court. Tipton Blue Devils. On the dribble out top. Pass it right side. Owen Spidell, Quinn Smith, Peyton Aller. Now they pass it inside, just outside the paint. Grayson McFall. Out top, free throw line. He'll dribble in. Quinn Smith. He'll take the shot. He'll get it. It'll float in, and he'll shoot one more. So they'll whistle this foul on the Tigers. It'll be whistled on number 15, Braden Wilson. He has one in the contest. And we're going to see Isaac Humrickhouse into the ball game. He wears number 32. Isaac Humrickhouse, he's 6'4". He's a senior. And he'll enter the ball game taking a breather. Double check that. But first shot, only shot he'll get. 3-point play is good for Quinn Smith. It'll be a 60-second timeout called. 60-second timeout called here in the ball game. 3:36 left here in the second quarter. 26-19. Blue Devils by 7. And we'll mention tonight's ball game is being brought to you by Kokomo Auto World. This game is sponsored by Coach Chad Wetz at Kokomo Auto World. Coach Wetz was a high school basketball coach for 30 years in central Indiana and has now turned his attention to selling you your next new Toyota, Honda, or pre-owned vehicle. Kokomo Auto World has been serving this basketball-rich region for 50-plus years. And now together, Coach Wetz and Kokomo Auto World can meet all of your car and truck buying needs. Call Kokomo Auto World today at 765-453-4111. Again, 765-453-4111. You can ask for Coach Wetz. Kokomo Auto World. Second buzzer sounds. Second quarter, 3:36 left. Tipton High School band making a joyful noise right there during the timeout. So 26-19. 7-point advantage for the Blue Devils. To the front court. Crossing the timeline at a walk pace. For Northwestern is number 20, William Reese. Pass it to the corner. It's going to be stepped in and stolen by Peyton Aller. Aller in the front court now with the basketball out top. Grayson McFalls, now Quinn Smith, now back to Aller. Well outside the arc. They get back to Quinn, now Owen Spidell. Spidell picked up right there by number 5, Landon Begley for Northwestern. Dribbling in. Quinn Smith, he'll float one up, left-handed off the glass, wouldn't go. Rebound, Henry Neer. Henry Neer to the front court. Now we're going to back around. William Reese. They'll go the corner with it. 3-point shot in the air. Northwestern is going to get stuck on the top of the backboard. It had a high carom. It softly hit the top of the backboard, and it's still up there. They're going to try to get it back down. And first try, Grayson McFalls tosses another basketball up there, and it's on the floor now, both of them. Well done. Surprised he could do that with one try. That shot was taken by Braden Wilson of Northwestern. Can be brought in backcourt. Full court pressure by Northwestern. On the dribble, Peyton Aller. He'll dribble to the sideline and work to the front court. Isaac Umrickhouse. Now back to Peyton Aller. They'll bounce it in. Grayson McFalls. Outside the paint. He'll turn around off the glass. Got the bucket. And that's the way a big guy plays. Well done by Grayson McFalls. He gets the bucket off the glass on the spin move, and he'll shoot one more. They're going to whistle a foul in Northwestern, number 5, Landon Begley. Coach Tommy Newton going to give Peyton Aller a breather. First time he's been out of the ballgame. His first shot, only shot, 3-point play. Blue Devils with 2 3-point plays in the ballgame in the first half. They're working in. Ball's loose. Stolen right there in the paint, the front court of Northwestern by Owen Spidell. 2:24 on the game clock. Quinn Toll out top. Works at left side. Quinn Smith. Quinn Smith being guarded there by 34. Braden Taylor. Braden Taylor in the game for Northwestern. He's a 6'1 sophomore. We're going to dribble and call a traveling violation in the paint on Quinn Smith. 2:12 left here in the second quarter. 29-19. Blue Devils by 10. Being brought up from the backcourt. He'll dribble to the timeline. That's number 5, Landon Begley, 6'1 senior. They'll go to the corner with him. They'll bring it back out. Guard the basketball there, Quinn Toll. Around the perimeter, moving the basketball. On the dribble, 15, Braden Wilson. They'll work it inside, kick it back out. Henry Neer going to go hard to the hoop. He'll get the bucket, and he'll draw a foul. He will shoot one more. Good cut down the lane, right-handed layup. Took some friction. Henry Neer going to whistle this foul on Owen Spidell. He wears number 11. He picks up his first foul in the ball game. And then Peyton Aller back in the ball game. Taking a breather is Quinn Smith. 1:52 left here in the first half. Shot wouldn't go. 2 points, but not 3 for Henry Neer. They're going to whistle a foul in the corner during the rebound. Take that back. It went out of bounds. They're going to call it out of bounds. They're going to say it was last touch by Tipton. Going to be brought in, left the bucket on the baseline. Be brought in by Northwestern, number 5, Landon Begley. He tosses it in, nearly stolen. Finally picked up by Colin Cook. They're working baseline on the dribble outside the paint, kind of bounce pass across the lane. That was 34, Braden Taylor. As mentioned, a 6'1 sophomore. Getting some playing time here in the second quarter. They're working left of the bucket on the baseline. They'll bounce it in. Henry Neer. He'll get the ball back up to Landon Begley. Out top, they'll work the basketball. That's Braden Taylor. To the corner, 3-point shot, rims out. Shot taken there by 15, Braden Wilson. Rebound, Owen Spidell. Spidell, they're working in the backcourt. Crossing the timeline there is Peyton Aller. Out top, picked up quickly by Begley. 1:18 on the game clock. Quinn Toll, you pick up the dribble inside the 3-point line, just outside the free throw line, and get it back to Owen Spidell, now way out top. Grayson McFalls. Now Isaac Umrickhouse being guarded really closely right there. That is number 5, Landon Begley. And the ball in the front court, way out top. Going to be a foul whistle. Foul's whistle to Northwestern. 15, Braden Wilson. Braden Wilson has 2 in the ball game. The Blue Devils going to bring it in the front court, just to the left of the Northwestern bench, to the right of the scorer's bench. He tosses it in, Peyton Aller. Aller being guarded way out top by number 5, Landon Begley. Crossover dribble. Aller into paint. He'll float one up left-handed. Couldn't get the bucket, but he will shoot 2. He was trying to get the bucket, but at least he knew he was going to buy a foul, and he'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. So fouls whistled, Northwestern, number 5, Landon Begley. Begley has 2 here in the first half. And both teams have 4 here in the second quarter. 50.6 left. First shot up and good, Peyton Aller. Quinn Smith going to re-enter the ball game. Owen Spidell will take a breather. Zach Ridgway back in the game. Taking a breather is Grayson McFall. So Peyton Aller going to have 1 more at the free throw line. It's a 30-21 contest. Blue Devils by 9. Peyton Aller, second shot, rims around, falls in. 31-21. 49 seconds. Front court with the basketball. On the dribble, Colin Cook. Outside the paint, he'll pick up the dribble, working it out across the 3-point line. That's number 20, William Reese. Reese out top, bouncing out to Colin Cook. And Coach Jim Gage says one shot, guys. 32 seconds left here in the quarter. With the basketball, number 5, Landon Bagley. Bagley way out top, not being guarded close enough to draw a count. You're going to hold the basketball. There's 20 seconds left. They dribble right. They give the ball up to number 20, William Reese. Set a screen for Reese. Reese out top, stationary dribble. Working against him, now close enough to draw a count, is Quinn Smith. 7 seconds left. On baseline, spin move outside the paint. Inside the arc, 2-point shot wouldn't go. Peyton Aller with the rebound. That 2-point shot was taken by 23, Henry Neer. And that will take us to halftime. Halftime score, Tipton Blue Devils 31, Northwestern Tigers 21. And we do thank you for tuning in. And I tell you what, a good atmosphere, especially on a Friday night. You know, all the kids here, everybody that went to school all week, they're pretty happy to be having some fun on a Friday night, knowing they might not have to get up so early. But I tell you what, there's a lot of kids down there getting ready to shoot some free throws for a 2-liter bottle of pop. Cost them $1, but to do it, but they're having fun. We'll mention games happening tomorrow night in the Hoosier Conference. There are 8 games scheduled tomorrow night, the 17th. First one at 7:30 start. Delphi will be at Benson Central. At 7:30 start, Faith Christian will be at Central Catholic. 7:30 start, Knox will be at Twin Lakes. 8 o'clock start, Couch. Couch will be at Rensselaer Central. 7:30 start, Logansport will be at Lewis Cass. Tipton. Tipton, 7:30 start. They will be at Frontier tomorrow night. That'll be an away game. 7:30 start, West Lafayette will be at Danville. 7:30 start, Western will be at Taylor. That's tomorrow night in the Hoosier Conference. Now, Three Rivers Conference, Three Rivers, tomorrow night. They've got 4 games on the agenda. Tomorrow, the 17th. All games, 7:30 starts. Logansport will be at Lewis Cass. Mechaniqua will be at Kokomo. Madison Grant will be at Wabash. And a conference game, Northwestern will be at Northfield. And we do thank you for tuning in, and we'll mention tonight's ball game is in part being brought to you by Edward Jones. That's Tipton. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and the encouragement our young student athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's Kurt D. Hare. Kurt D. Hare, your Tipton Edward Jones financial advisor. He understands this. That's why Edward Jones is the proud sponsor of Tipton High School athletics and PutMeInSports.com. For all of your investment needs, call Edward Jones at 765-675-9535 or visit them at edwardjones.com. That's Edward Jones, member SIPC. And also bringing you tonight's contest is Indiana Express Rentals. Indiana Express Rentals. When you find your Indiana Express Rentals, they're located at the south edge of Noblesville, Indiana. They're located at 1708 South 8th Street. Simply call them at 317-773-4800. Again, their number is 317-773-4800. They have up to 26-foot box truck available, and a truck with the Tommy lift can sure come in handy. That's Indiana Express Rentals. Their hours of operation, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday, they are open, but you'll have to make an appointment. That's Penske Truck Rentals. The name Penske alone takes any possible concerns away from any travel. That is Indiana Express Rentals in Noblesville. And also bringing you tonight's contest is Los Portales Mexican restaurant. Los Portales Mexican restaurant. They're right there by Ace Hardware here in Tipton off of 28. You can join them for elegant dining, where they are located not too far off the path of on your way home. Or after the ball game tonight, they have exquisite Mexican menu. You can dine in or carry out. Their number is 765 675 2383. Again, their number 765 675 2383. They have multiple televisions all across their restaurant. And I tell you what, if you like sports, they'll play sports on their TVs and they'll let you ask them to change the channel for your favorite game. You can visit them at 848 East Jefferson Street, Tipton. And I also mentioned you can visit them at their location in Greentown, Indiana. That's El Patron Mexican restaurant located at 204 East Main Street. It's Los Portales. They support Tipton High School sports and surrounding areas. And they have since establishment. They established in 2009. And I will also mention tonight's ball game is in part being brought to you by Encompass Credit Union. If you're looking for a financial partner that's as community minded as you are, welcome to Encompass Credit Union. They are North Central Indiana's premier financial institution. At Encompass Credit Union, they believe in putting their members first. Whether you're looking for lower rates on loans, higher rates on savings, or just a friendly face to help you with your financial needs, they've got you covered. You can join them today and become a part of a financial cooperative that truly cares, with branches in Tipton, Frankfort, and Kokomo. They are here to serve the community. Let's Encompass Credit Union, where community comes full circle. Visit them online at encompasscu.org or at any of their convenient locations. That's Encompass Credit Union. And I tell you what, right now we're going to share a little bit about the National High School Boys Basketball Stat Leader. I figure this is pretty nice for those who re-listen the ball game and then find out how good some of these basketball players are across the nation. First, we'll talk about number one in the nation in scoring, 44.4 points per game leads the nation. Jason Crow Jr. He's from Inglewood, California. He also has 4.2 rebounds per game and 5 assists per ball game. He wears number 5. He's a point guard. 6'4", 170. Those stats are in 21 games played. Jason Crow Jr., 44.4 a game. He's a senior. We'll mention a sophomore at number 2, 39.7 points per game. That's Tyler Treader. He's from California Lutheran, Wildemar, California. He's a 6'7", 210. His rebounds per game is 15.3. He wears number 33. He's at number 2 in the nation. That's in 12 ball games. He's a forward. Again, that's Tyler Treader from Wildemar, California. And at third place, third in the nation. He's a senior. He wears number 3. He's got 10 games under his belt. 38.7 points per game. 8.8 rebounds per game. That's Josh Witt. Josh Witt, Lancaster Christian Academy. Myrna, Tennessee. He's 5'11", just 5'11", 175. 38.7 a game. Now we'll skip down to number 1 and number 2 in the state of Indiana. Number 1 in Indiana is number 53 in the nation. He wears number 22. He's a guard. 6 foot 175. And it's Braxton Bowman. He's a sophomore, Crawford County, Marengo, Indiana. Braxton Bowman, 27.9 a game, 4.5 steals per game. That's in 10 ball games. Braxton Bowman, 27.9 a game. At number 2 in the state of Indiana, he's number 89 in the nation, number 15 on his jersey. He's a shooting guard. He's 6'4", 180. He's a senior. TJ Williams, 13 games under his belt. He goes to Purdue Polytechnic High School in Indianapolis. 26.5 points per game average. That is TJ Williams. Number 2 in the state of Indiana, number 89 in the nation. We're getting ready to play second half basketball. Alternate possession arrow. Both teams still in their hut. And there's the buzzer. 15-second buzzer. Constitutes the first buzzer for a timeout. That last minute of the 10 is basically a timeout. A free one for both teams. They'll treat it as such, and there's a second buzzer. The ball's going to be brought in by the Blue Devils. Alternate possession arrow. 8 minutes. Second half. 31-21. Blue Devils by 10. So they get the ball. Start the second half. They get it in. Jace Clark. Clark going to dribble. Baseline. He'll bring it back out. Looking to get rid of it. Now Quinn Toll way out top, left side behind the arc. Now Quinn Smith. Quinn Smith being guarded there by Landon Begley. Back pedal dribble for Smith. Dribble right. Elbow left side. Give the ball back up to Jace Clark. Now Peyton Aller. Now back to Jace. He finds an opening down in the underneath there. Quinn Toll. Ball's tipped away and stolen by Henry. They'll go back the other direction. Off the glass. Couldn't get the bucket. Rebound. Put back. Athletic put back there by number 5, Landon Begley for 2. He cleaned up the mess and got 2 points. 31-23. 8-point advantage for the Blue Devils. In the front court, Quinn Smith on the dribble out top. Working the basketball there, Quinn Smith. A little bit of a reach in, no foul by Begley. They'll bring the ball back out, reset the offense with Peyton Aller. Now Begley can guard the basketball. They're working a 2-3. Working the left side behind the arc, Peyton Aller. Plays catch back and forth. Quinn Smith, Peyton Aller, Jace Clark, cross-court skip pass to the corner. Quinn Toll trying to pass it out there. It's tipped and now stolen. Back the other direction. Begley, he'll get it up ahead. 2-point shot, good. Off the glass. Colin Cook, left side of the glass. 31-25. 4 points. 4 points in the second half. Each Tommy Newton won a timeout. There was a steal that happened. I was looking at Tommy Newton calling the timeout. I think there was a steal in the meantime. So you got to have the ball to be granted a timeout, and they granted it. So I'm not sure. They're going to call timeout. Here we go. 30-second timeout called by Tipton. This game is also in part being brought to you by Fritz in Fishers. Fritz in Fishers and in Noblesville. They're celebrating 43 years in the car business right there in the heart of the Nickel Plate District. They've got late model cars and trucks. They've got 2 Hamilton County locations. They have pre-delivery inspection on each and every automobile. You can reach them. Their dealership in Fishers at 317-842-2228. Or go online at fritzinfishers.com. FRITZ. Blue Devils going to bring it in. Backcourt slightly. Quinn Smith into Peyton Aller. He'll dribble across the timeline at a walk fake. Back to Quinn. Triple threat. He'll dribble left. Picked up there by 23, Henry Neer. And we're to the corner. 3-point shot. Going to get between the backboard and the rim. We've had a lot of things happen tonight that you don't see commonly in a basketball game. So that's a ball got caught there. It goes to the arrow, and Northwestern gets the arrow, also possession arrow. That's just how they deal with that. So they had a basketball lodged on top of the backboard. Now we have one stuck between the backboard and the rim. In the front court of the basketball, Northwestern. 31-25, 6-point advantage for Tipton. Dribble in, jump shot in the paint. They thought they were going to call it a block shot, lost the handle off the glass, couldn't get it. Rebound put back, couldn't get it. 3 opportunities in the paint. And Northwestern thought they got fouled on the first attempt, and I agree. To the front court, from the corner, working it back around. Going to dribble in. That's Quinn Smith. He'll float one up. It'll fall in. 33-25, 8-point advantage for Tipton. Reverse layup. Nice basketball move on the baseline. 23, Henry Neer. As mentioned, Neer, 12.2 per ball game. And Henry Neer has 12 right now here in the third quarter. Total accumulation, I should say, with some snow. Out to the top, working back around, Tipton Blue Devils. Jace Clark, free throw line. He'll dish it off in the paint, got the bucket. Peyton Aller, and he acknowledges a good pass from Jace Clark. 4:56 left. Third quarter, 35-27. Blue Devils by 8 on the dribble. The dribble in, Colin Cook. Cook going to take a shot. He'll get bump fouled. Nope, they're going to call an offensive foul. Must have been some type of chicken wing. I'm not sure what I saw there. Coach Gish, not sure either. So Blue Devils going to bring it in from the backcourt. Northwestern going to guard full court. 4 in the front court. I should say the backcourt guarding the basketball. Tipton trying to get it across. Owen Spidell picks up a good screen there from Grayson McFalls. Dribbles across the timeline. Now Peyton Aller, left side. Quinn Smith, Jace Clark. Jace Clark going to dribble in. Going to let the ball go. And they're going to move the ball the other way. They're not going to allow the shot. And let's see what the call is here. They're going to call chicken wing on Jace Clark. So the official says he chicken wing kind of made a little bit more of an advantage for himself. I guess that's what they're calling. So that's Jace Clark. Not sure. Maybe that wasn't Jace Clark. We got the different number on the board. Not sure here. Quinn Toll the ball. Yeah, now they have it. 3 fouls here in the ball game. Jace Clark going to take a breather. Back in the ball game for Jace with 3 fouls. Here's Quinn Toll. No basket. He's letting the bench know there's fouls on 40, no basket. So the foul was on before the pass. So Peyton Aller not credited with the bucket in the paint. 35-27, 8-point advantage for the Blue Devils. 4:23 on the game clock. Out top to move the basketball. Touches the hands briefly. Braden Wilson. Going to get the ball. Colin Cook in the paint. He'll try a 7-8 footer. Wouldn't go. Rebound fought for. Picked up by Braden Wilson. And that ball goes. Braden Wilson might have been standing on the baseline. Going to go back to Tipton. Tipton going to bring it in. Left the bucket on the baseline by Quinn Toll. Full court press. Right there, all 5 Northwestern Tigers in the backcourt. They'll relax now. And guarding the basketball there is Henry Neer. That's 23 working against 23. Quinn Toll. Back out top to give it to Grayson McFall. Back to Quinn Smith. Smith being guarded there by Henry Neer. They're going to baseline. Jumper. Grayson McFall couldn't get the bucket. Rebound. Colin Cook to the front court. Baseline drive. Neer off the glass. Got the bucket. Counted, and he'll shoot 1. That's number 20, William Reese. Nearly a block shot. They're going to call a foul against Grayson McFalls. A 10-inch difference in height. And number 20, William Reese gets the ball over the outstretched arm of Grayson McFalls. McFalls picks up the foul. He has 2. Shot off the glass, wouldn't go. Free throw, rebound, Grayson McFalls. 35-29, a 6-point advantage for the Blue Devils. Dribbling in the front court. Peyton Aller out top. Quinn Smith. Quinn Smith going to bounce it in. Looks it in. Inside out play. Grayson McFall trying to find Peyton Aller. He tries a 3. Wouldn't go. Back to the front court. Northwestern. Pass to the corner. Go baseline drive to get it inside. Henry Neer couldn't get the bucket to go. Northwestern with the rebound. That was Fegley. Fegley with the board. Another shot would go, and the Blue Devils pick up the rebound after 2 attempts in front court by Northwestern. Outside the arc, Owen Spidell, good. He sets up. He was all alone. It was Steve Alford in the making. Owen Spidell, 3-point bucket. And Owen Spidell hits his second 3-point shot on the season. He got one last game. 2:47 on the game clock. 38-29, a 9-point advantage for the Blue Devils. Out top of the basketball on the dribble, that's number 20, William Reese. Back out top, moving the basketball around. Henry Neer, triple threat available. He'll work it left side on the pad. Just inside the top of the key, shot would go. 3-point land, a shot taken by 15, Brayton Wilson. Rebound Tipton in the front court. Quinn Smith, cross-court skip pass. Quinn's hole picks up the dribble. Out top again, Quinn Smith. The spender working at left side. Now out top, Peyton Aller, triple threat available. He'll bounce it left side in front of the Blue Devil bench, Quinn Smith. Working down low, he's open. Owen Spidell, he finds the taller guy. He finds Grayson McFalls. He goes off the glass. Left side in the paint. It's 40-29, an 11-point advantage for the Blue Devils. They'll go to the corner with the basketball. That's 13, Mason Butler. Mason Butler in the ball game for the Northwestern Tigers. 6-foot senior. 2-point bucket. Credit that bucket, Northwestern Tiger. Number 20, William Reese. It's a 40-31 contest. 1:41 left here in the third quarter. And we'll mention tonight's ball game is in part being brought to you by McCormick Printing Impressions. I would like to take a moment to recognize one of our amazing local sponsors. That's McCormick Printing Impressions, your trusted full-service print shop that's been helping customers, large and small, make their best impression for over 50 years. Next time you're looking for a team as committed to excellence as the teams on the court right now, remember MPI, that's McCormick Printing Impressions. They are making the first impression, your best impression, and unforgettable. It's McCormick Printing here in Tipton, 618 Oak Street. The ball's going to be brought in backcourt. You're tossed in by Peyton Aller, uncontested. They'll toss it in to Quinn Smith. 1:40, clock moving, third quarter. Blue Devils in front by 9. They'll walk it to the timeline. Peyton Aller, they'll be picked up. Top of the circle. They'll work it right side. Pretty much uncontested. Taking some slack right here. Get a little bit of a rest period there. Now top. Elbow. Grayson McFalls to the corner. Owen Spidell, he'll dribble in. He'll dish off. And right there off the glass, 2-point bucket for Quinn Toll. Credit the assist to Owen Spidell. 1:08 left. Out top of the basketball. They'll work it back around. Now Colin Cook, they're going to whistle a foul. There was some friction there, and we'll hope the best for the young man on the surface, Northwestern Tiger. Coach Gish out there checking on him, one of the officials, couple of them. Now Burke Emmert will step in. He is the trainer for the Tipton Blue Devils. And I will mention this game is also in parts being brought to you by Lisa Stokes Bear. Lisa Stokes Bear, real estate IQ that will work for the benefit of you. He's taking a breather right now, helping him off the floor. Number 5, Landon Begley. He's got a little bit of a good walk there. I believe he'll be back. If not this game, he'll be ready to go tomorrow night as they travel to Northfield. So we'll catch this up in a minute. That's Lisa Stokes Bear, Century 21. They're going to bring the ball back in. It'll be brought in by Northwestern Tiger. Number 13, Mason Butt, 6-foot senior. Ball's in the front court, side court, and they'll work the ball in. The 25 back in the ball game. That is Caden Daly. They'll work it left side. They'll bounce it in. So they'll bounce it down low, tipped away, stolen by Grayson McFall. Blue Devils going to take it through the front court. 45 seconds left here in the third quarter. Peyton Aller. Darden Peyton right there is 25. Caden Daly. Out top, Quinn Smith being guarded by Colin Cook. They'll work it back around. Quinn Smith with the basketball. Triple threat available. He'll dribble right. And Quinn Smith, a little bit of a chicken wing there. Got to keep that elbow clean. They'll work it right side. He'll go off the glass. Couldn't get the shot, but he'll shoot 2. So Quinn Smith going to go to the foul stripe. They're going to whistle this foul on Northwestern. 34, Braden Taylor, 6'1" sophomore. He'll pick up his first foul in the contest. That's 2 on both teams here in the third. Quinn Smith, first shot up, wouldn't go. Quinn Smith going to have one more shot, 25.8 left. Third quarter, 42-31. Blue Devils by 11. Second shot good. Quinn Smith at the back end of a 2-shot foul. Quinn Smith going to take a breather. Tommy Newton's going to give him a breather back in the ballgame. 32, 6'4". He's a senior. That's Isaac. Humrick House. Going to bring it through the timeline. On the dribble, 25. Caden Daly. He'll bring it out top, center circle. He'll back pedal dribble. Working against him is Quinn Toll. He'll work it right side. Good dribbler. Here's Daly. He'll bring it through the outside the arc. Lost. Picks up the dribble. And the Blue Devils are right there. They're going to call a jump ball. They're going to call a jump ball. About 3 Blue Devils right there tying it up with Caden Daly. And also possession arrow gives it to Tipton. 5.8 left. 5.8. Pretty good verse in the book of Romans. Going to work it right side. Get the ball back, Quinn Toll. 4 seconds, crossing the timeline. On the dribble, he'll dribble all the way in. He'll float one up off the glass, wouldn't go. Loaded off the glass, it revolutioned the rim and fell off. So that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter. After 3 quarters of play, Tipton Blue Devils 43, Northwestern Tigers 31. And again, we'll mention this game is in part being brought to you by Lisa Stokes Bear. Lisa specializes in residential and corporate relocation. Lisa has a vast knowledge with more than 25 years of question answering experience. Lisa knows that each home is precious. Lisa Stokes Bear, Centuries 21. Cheap company. You can let Lisa look or let Lisa live. He is highly recommended. He's a real estate agent and a real estate broker. To contact Lisa Stokes Bear by phone or by text message, you can reach her at 317-513-4086. Again, her number is 317-513-4086. That's Lisa Stokes Bear, Century 21. The first buzzer sounds. Second buzzer. 8 minutes on the game clock. 43-31. Blue Devils by 12. They're going to bring the ball in, alternate possession arrow. And the officials over here talking to some Blue Devil fans, talking right there, Keith Baxter. I tell you what, Keith Baxter knows a whole lot of stuff about sport. I mean, a whole. He's keeping score over there. He does it every game. The ball brought in. Northwestern Tigers crossing the timeline. On the dribble out top with the basketball. That's number 20. William Reese back in the ball game for Coach Gish. We're out top, Owen Spidell. Over to the corner, Braden Taylor. Now with the basketball is Colin Cook. Triple threat. He'll pass it out top. Going to dribble in, go off the glass, float one up. Couldn't get it this time. That was William Reese. Had to shoot it over the tree. That was Grayson McFalls. Couldn't float that one in. Ball's in the front court, Blue Devils. Quinn Toll works it right side of the basketball. Owen Spidell being guarded by Colin Cook. Now Quinn Toll, he'll bounce it in. Grayson McFalls back to Quinn. Quinn going to go foul line, pick up the dribble, and he slid the foot, trying to nail that jump stop, and they call him for a little bit of a slide. Not much, but enough to blow the whistle. 7:18 on the game clock. Going to be brought in, left the bucket on the baseline. Salem brings it in. Chest pass, William Reese. He'll bring it through the timeline at a trot pace. Working at right side, we're going to get him is Owen Spidell. Picks up the dribble. William Reese looking to get rid of it. He will to the corner. Colin Cook. Colin Cook being guarded there closely by Quinn Toll. He'll move, try to go baseline. Quinn Toll cuts him off. There's going to be a foul. They're going to whistle an offensive foul on Colin Cook. And Quinn Toll takes the brunt of it. But earns the foul. And Cook wins. He's just fine. So 6:55 on the game clock. The foul whistle on Colin Cook. He has 2. Team foul number 1 here in the fourth quarter. We're down low. Off the glass, shot when you go, Isaac Cumberhouse. Rebound, Colin Cook. He'll bring it to the timeline. Colin Cook on the dribble outside, works to the right side. William Reese, back pedal dribble behind the arc. William Reese picks up the dribble outside the arc. Works a bounce pass to the left side to Taylor. Braden Taylor works the ball back out, touches the hands briefly. Braden Wilson. They'll go to the corner with it. He'll bounce it in. Colin Cook off the glass, got the bucket, and he'll shoot one. So Colin Cook going to try for the three-point play. That's going to be the first foul here in the fourth quarter on Tipton. Both teams with one. And they're going to whistle this foul on Quinn Toll. He has two. With the foul line, Colin Cook, he's a 6'4" sophomore, leads the team at 16 points a game. First shot good, only shot he'll get, three-point play. Colin Cook, he's got 8 in the contest, about halfway to his average. We're going around the timeline and pass it back and forth. Blue Devils in the front court now. Peyton Aller. Out top. Quinn Toll works it right side. Isaac Cumberhouse picks up the dribble. William Reese right in his face. Baseline. Grayson McFall trying to push him out of bounds. Cutting him off right there. He went baseline and pushing him out of bounds was 15. Braden Wilson. Trying to cut him off baseline. Didn't get the job done, but earned the foul. Braden Wilson has 3 in the contest. That's 2 in the quarter on Northwestern. 1 thus far for Tipton in the fourth quarter. They'll work it in. Bounce pass. Grayson McFall. Grayson McFall takes a shot. He's going to get fouled during the shot on the forearm. They're going to whistle this foul. Northwestern. 23, Henry Neer. Henry Neer. Jump center, played about the whole game, and just now picks up his first foul. He does play a clean ball game. Free throw line, Grayson McFalls. First shot up, rims off short, wouldn't go. Back in the ball game for Tipton is number 4, Quinn Smith. Taking a breather is 32, Isaac Cumberhouse. So Grayson McFalls going to have one more. Grayson McFalls, 71% free throw shooter for the Blue Devils. Couldn't get either. Rebound, Tipton, Quinn Smith. Quinn Smith pushes it back out. They'll have another opportunity in the front court. Quinn Smith, now Owen Spidell. Back to Quinn Toll. Toll with the dribble, picks it up. Looking to give the ball away, and he does. Quinn Smith recovers. They work it down to Grayson McFalls in the paint. He'll go off the glass. Got it. Thought it was going to roll out there, but Grayson McFalls, a soft touch. 2 points for McFalls. 5:30 left, 45-34. Back to an 11-point advantage for Tipton. Timeout, Northwestern. Coach Jim Gish. And they're going to call a 60-second timeout. And then we'll mention this game is in part being brought to you by Ranger Roofing and Exterior. Is your roof ready for game day? At Ranger Roofing and Exteriors, they know the best offense is a strong defense. Starting with your roof, from repairs to full replacements, siding to gutters, they've got your home covered, literally. It's Ranger Roofing and Exteriors. And they are locally owned by Jordan Beck. I do know Jordan Beck. He's quite a gentleman. You'll like working with him. His team plays hard, works harder, and doesn't stop till the job is done right. To contact Ranger Roofing and Exteriors, call them at 317-361-7858. Again, 317-361-7858. That's Ranger Roofing and Exterior. So timeout over, second buzzer. 5:26 left, fourth quarter. 45-34. Tipton by 11. Northwestern going to bring the ball in. Right there to the left of Coach Fish and to the right of the scores bench. Brought in by Sarah. He brings it in to William Reese. Picked up the dribble outside the arc. Picked up there by Owen Spidell. 3-point shot in the air. Good. That was 15. Braylon Wilson. Braylon Wilson shoots the 3 ball at 38%. That's exceptional. 45-37. Blue Devils in the front court. Tall pass crossing the lane there was Owen Spidell. Well, Spidell walks over, pats Quinn Toll on the back. So they are teammates. That's the way to do it. 4:55 left. In the front court, Northwestern. 34, Braden Saylor. To the corner, William Reed. 3-point shot would go rebound. Fought for, picked up by Northwestern. They'll take a shot off the glass. Colin Cook. They get another rebound. And 15, Braden Wilson will go up with a shot. Couldn't get it, but he will shoot two. So Braden Wilson, 6'5" junior, 14.3 a game. Braden Wilson has 5 to this point. 2 shots awarded. He'll get the first one. Braden Wilson will have one more. He's working on those free throws. A foul whistle on Quinn Smith. He has 3. Second shot, Braden Wilson rims out long, would go. Rebound, fought for, picked up finally by Grayson McFall. 4:35 left, fourth quarter. Winner to the front court. Quinn Smith, back penalty, working back out. Grayson McFall's behind the arc. Back to Quinn Smith. He'll bring it back out, reset the offense. Working against him is Colin Cook. He'll dribble in, get by Cook. They go off the glass on a bank shot, wouldn't go. Rimmed out, rebound. Colin Cook to the front court. Going to go the distance, stop, top of the circle, fake a 3. He'll work it right side to Sailors. And Braden Sailors back out top. Triple threat available way outside for Colin Cook. They work at the William Reese. Right side, Henry Neer. Now the corner back to Reese. Picked up by Owen Spidell. Just under 4 minutes left. Ball goes out of bounds. Braden Sailors last touch by Northwestern. 3:54 on the game clock. Blue Devils going to check back in with number 40, James Clark. Taking a breather is number 4, Quinn Smith. We brought in half court. Quinn Toll, Peyton Aller going to dribble across the timeline. He picked up there by William Reese, outside. Crossover dribble. William Reese, low pass, picked up there by Quinn Toll. Toll chest pass going to be stolen. Going back the other direction off the glass. Shot is good. Credit to bucket. Braden Taylor, he wears number 34 at the 45-40 contest. Blue Devils by 5. 3:28 left. Blue Devils trying to break the thread. Going to call a timeout. Coach Tommy Newton going to call a timeout just in case that 10-second line was not going to be made. And I will mention right now, it's 3:26 left here in the fourth quarter. Full timeout. Blue Devils by 5, 45-40. And we'll mention tonight's ball game is in part being brought to you by Lucky Strike Lanes. Lucky Strike Lanes, that's Elwood, Indiana. If you like creating memories, that's the place to be. Family-friendly bowling, state-of-the-art Redemption Arcade, great food and drinks at Sally's at the Alley. That's in-house. Open lanes with Cosmic Bowling every Saturday night, 7 to 11 p.m. That's Lucky Strike Lanes. They're just west of the Pizza King, right there on Anderson Street. It's not too far off State Road 37. That's in Elwood. Lucky Strike Lanes. Good place to be. So first buzzer sounds. Blue Devils out on the surface. Coach Gish drawn up play. Coach Gish, 22-year varsity head basketball coach. Each of those years at Northwestern High School. I know Dan Armstrong likes him. I think Michael Horseman likes him. And now I'm pretty sure that Mike Goodrich liked Coach Gish. And I do too. 3:26 left. Ball brought in. Across the timeline with the basketball. Jace Clark picked up the dribble. Goes down baseline with a pass. Aller's shot was recycled by Henry Neer. Ball ends up in the hands of the Northwestern Tigers. Colin Cook going to pass through the timeline on the dribble there is William Reese. Going baseline. He'll bounce it in. Henry Neer off the glass. Shot wouldn't go. Rebound, Jace Clark. Blue Devils pick up the rebound on the missed shot. 3 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. 45-40 in the front court now. Owen Spidell out near the center circle. Triple threat available. That's Peyton Aller. He'll work the right side. Owen Spidell back to Peyton. Peyton picked up quickly by William Reese. Outside, moving the basketball. Peyton Aller. And then now Owen Spidell back to Peyton, center circle, way out top with the dribble. They're going to foul. It's going to be whistled on Northwestern. That's Northwestern's, I believe, fourth foul. I'll double check you. Foul's whistled on 15, Braden Wilson. They pick up their fourth here in the fourth quarter. That's 4 fouls on Braden Wilson. Crossing the timeline, Peyton Aller. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Lost the handle, ball's loose. Finally picked up by William Reese of Northwestern. To the front court, all alone, slam dunk. Two-handed slam, Henry Neer. 45-42. 2:15 left. Trying to get across the timeline. Peyton Aller back to Quinn Toll across the timeline on the dribble. Left side, Peyton Aller. They cut a two-man back guard right there, and I'm back out top. Peyton Aller. Tipton trying to take some clock here. Going to be a foul committed here sometime to see when. But Northwestern just going to rely on the good defense here. Try to make a steal. Back in the deep court right there was Peyton Aller. Blue Devils going to call a 30-second timeout. And Peyton Aller dribbled out of the double team. He was caught deep in the front court right there in the corner. And back in the day when my grandpa used to play, they could play. They allowed them to play 4 corners. And they were truly 4 corners of the gym floor. And there was no such thing as an over and back in those days. So in the ball game, checking in, we're going to see number 30, K. Dill. K. Dill, 5'9" junior, going to enter the ball game for Northwestern. K. Dill has 5 fouls to give. So K. Dill asked to play basketball here in the varsity contest. So 1:45 left, 45-42. Blue Devils by 3. Second buzzer. Blue Devils going to bring it in right side of the scorer's bench right there, and to the right of the Blue Devils bench going to be brought in by Quinn Smith. Slightly in their front court. They'll look to get it in. Looking for Peyton Aller. And he'll get it to the corner. Quinn Cole. Cole's pass behind Jace Clark. Picked up going the other direction. Braden Taylor. Now stolen back by Peyton Aller. He'll go the distance off the glass. Peyton Aller for 2. Peyton Aller here in the contest. Peyton Aller with 15 to this point. 1:23 left. Off the glass, got the bucket. Colin Cook. Nice body control. He got the bucket off the glass, and he'll shoot one more. They're going to whistle. They're going to whistle this foul on Quinn Toll. He has 3 in the contest. 47-44. Tipton by 3. We try for the 3-point play. At the foul stripe for Northwestern is number 2, Colin Cook. As mentioned, Colin Cook started this game shooting 92% from the free throw line. That was in 26 shots. 3-point play again for Colin Cook. It's a 2-point game. 1:21 left. 47-45. Blue Devils bring it from the backcourt. Clock moving. 1:15. Crossing the timeline. Quinn Smith to the corner. Owen Spidell. Spidell's pass back to Quinn's, intercepted by Saylor. Going the distance. Trying to go off the glass. Going to be a foul called. But he'll shoot 2. They're going to whistle this foul on Quinn Smith. And going to the foul stripe, shooting 2 will be Northwestern Tiger, number 20, William Reese. William Reese at the foul stripe. 5'10" sophomore. First shot, long off the rim, wouldn't go. He'll get another one. 47-45. Blue Devils by 2. 1:08 left here in the fourth quarter. So William Reese, second shot. Since a shot good, it's a 1-point game. 47-46 Blue Devils. 1:08 left. Pressure in the backcourt. William Reese providing the pressure. Only him to the front court. Now Peyton Aller. He'll bounce it to Grayson McFalls. Lost the handle. Ball's loose. Picked up by Northwestern. William Reese picks it up. Going across the timeline with the basketball. Braden Wilson. Back to William Reese. Going to dribble back out top. That's Sailors. Going to be a timeout call. Timeout, Northwestern Tigers. It'll be a full 60 seconds. Timeout. 49.2 left. Fourth quarter. 47-46. Blue Devils by 1. And we'll also mention tonight's ball game is in parts being brought to you by Arcadia Industrial Park and Storage. That's in Arcadia, Indiana. You have indoor, outdoor storage with flex storage availability. You can call to reserve space for that safe and secure storage space location. Indoor storage for your boats, RVs, or your precious automobile. That could be a Corvette, could be a Mercedes, could be a Jaguar, etc. Or outdoor storage, always available. To contact Arcadia Industrial Park and Storage, simply go online to the website. That's www.aipsindiana.com. That's aipsindiana.com. Or call them 317-774-1500. Again, 317-774-1500. It's Arcadia Industrial Park and Storage. So second buzzer sounds. Both teams out on the floor. 49.2 left. Ball's going to be inbound by Northwestern, slightly in their front court. To the left of their bench. It's going to be triggered in by 34, Braden Taylor, backcourt. Picked up by William Reese, crossing the timeline, being guarded there by Owen Spidell. Out top, Colin Cook picks up a screen. Colin Cook lost the handle, picked up there. Going to be a jump ball. Quinn Tolton was on the surface in a hurry, trying to get that locked up, and he did. So the Blue Devils going to get the ball back, ultimate possession arrow, and that's going to be a turnover in the book for Northwestern. So Quinn Toll going to take a breather. Jace Clark back in. I'd be going offense defense with Clark and Quinn Toll. 37 seconds. Ball brought in. Peyton All. They go to the timeline and pick it up. Near the timeline, give it to Quinn Smith. He'll dribble across. Picks up the dribble. They're working in. Grayson McFall's down low. Now Jace Clark. Clark brings it back out. 25 seconds left. Foul whistled, and Owen Spidell will be the shooter. That's going to be the fifth foul here in the fourth quarter on Northwestern. So Owen Spidell, number 11, he will be the shooter. He's 1 for 2 at the line this season. That foul is whistled on 23. Henry Neer, he has 2. First shot, good. So Owen Spidell now 2 for 3, climbing that average up to 67%. And he'll get one more. 48-46, 23 seconds left. He got both of them. The ball's through the front court. On the dribble, William Reese. They get the ball back. Working the ball around. Braden Wilson touches it briefly. Picks up the dribble outside the arc. William Reese being guarded by Owen Spidell. There's going to be a timeout called by Northwestern with 13.3 left. 49-46. 30-second timeout called. And again, we'll mention tomorrow night, Northwestern will travel to Northfield High School. That'll be a conference game for the Tigers. And the Blue Devils tomorrow night will be at Frontier High School. I'm almost certain that Eric Harmon, what a gentleman. I'm glad I knew him. But Eric Harmon, I think he ran the table several years ago. Frontier football won the state, won every game, undefeated. I can remember him telling me that. 13.3 left. Frontier High School. 13.3 going to be inbound. Side court, in the front court for Northwestern. Right back to the left of their bench by number 15, Braden Wilson. The 3-point game. 13.3 tossed in. William Reese backcourt slightly. Crossing the timeline, picked up by Owen Spidell outside the arc. 3-point shot, rims out long. Shot taken there by 15, and Braden Wilson. And coming down with the rebound was Grayson McFall. So they're going to walk to the other end. 5.7 left here in the fourth. And going to the foul stripe is going to be Grayson McFall. Came down with a board. They fouled him immediately. Grayson McCall entered tonight with a 59% free throw percentage. First shot, long off the rim, wouldn't go. 3-point game, 5.7. 5.7, you can dribble one side of the court to the other easily. 5.7. So second shot going to be awarded. Second shot, good. 4-point game. Brought in Northwestern. William Reese on the dribble, pick up in the backcourt. He'll get rid of the basketball. 3-point shot near the buzzer. Shot wouldn't go. Braden Wilson. So final score tonight going to be the Tipton Blue Devils 50. Northwestern Tigers 46. And we do appreciate you tuning in. And I will mention it that if you'll stay tuned, I think we'll have conversation with Coach Tommy Newton in the locker room. But we do appreciate both coaches and their conscientiousness. They are great coaches. And until next time, please stay tuned on them. We'll set this down and we'll be with Coach Tommy Newton shortly. I'm going to wait for Coach Tommy Newton. We're going to talk right now with Dr. Glaze, Ryan Glaze. I tell you what, he is the superintendent of schools right here at Tipton. And what a ball game.
Quite a ball game. Glad to see us play this way. And it's been a long time coming this season, but they put a nice game together, and we're happy for them.
Sure glad to see this happen. They needed to win.
Absolutely, totally agree. And a win against a really good team at Northwestern, and so just really thrilled for Coach Newton and the boys. And now they put this one together, and more importantly, finished it. So it's great.
Win or lose, the Tipton High School band on the stage makes this a party after the game.
Absolutely, that's one of the great traditions of Tipton. The kids dancing on the floor and the pep band playing. So gotta love that.
Tomorrow night we're going to travel to Frontier High School.
Yeah, I mean that should be a great game, and I'm hoping that we can take this momentum and get another win.
Sounds good. Thank you, sir.
We're going to walk this direction. That was Dr. Glaze, Dr. Ryan Glaze. So what he has spearheaded, probably not just him, but about the last 2 years, Tipton High School has gone through a transformation, and it looked absolutely wonderful. So let's see if we can talk here. Talk to him, and he's talking to the team right now. Coach Tommy Newton picks up a win tonight with the Blue Devils. 5 wins, 7 losses now on the season. Northwestern Tigers go to 7-2. They are still 4-0 in the Three Rivers Conference. So they're at the top of the Three Rivers. Right below them is Southwood. Southwood, I tell you what, both those teams, Northwestern and Southwood, are going to play each other. That'll be a good one. It's going to be January 30th. And Blue Devils, as mentioned, going to have a game tomorrow night with Frontier. Blue Devils with 3 games this week. And that takes a toll, no pun intended. That's tough on the leg for even a high schooler. So they'll get their legs back underneath them. They have a hand clap right. And I got a good speech from Coach Tommy Newton. So I'm guessing he'll be out here shortly. And then we'll talk to him. But basketball on a Friday night. It's festive here at Tipton High School with everyone included. It includes the elementary program. They come out at halftime, spend a buck, shoot a free throw, trying to win a 2-liter bottle of pop. And that's pretty good thing. So what back in my day, I would enjoy that thoroughly. So they're still having a little speech going on in there in the locker room. We are closer to the office, coach's office, out of their way. We've got another pen clap there. Not sure if they're giving stuff away for special play. But good hand clap there. So Blue Devils be on the road tomorrow night, Frontier High School. Not a big high school. I think I've been in that gym once. I don't remember. But someone told me it's not a big gym. But I will say I had great participation by email this week with their athletic director, Mr. Grettencord. Very good participation. He sent me a roster, and he sent me some stats yesterday. So we got that put together, ready for tomorrow night. But we might have Tipton Blue Devil stats just for 11 games for tomorrow, even though they played 12. As mentioned, turn them stacked around a 24-hour period on max preps. It takes a pretty good effort, and it's somewhat almost difficult to happen. So they're going to come out of the locker room here. We'll talk to Coach Tommy Newton. I think they're getting near here. You'll walk this direction. So we'll see if we can talk to Coach. Coach has walked by. We'll talk to him in a minute. With Tommy Newton. He's a younger guy. He almost blends in with the team. Say, what if he didn't have his glasses on? Glasses and a suit, probably be okay. So we're going to wait for Coach to come on out. I think we got another media person here to talk to him. So we'll be patient here. He'll be able to just spin. So we're going to talk right now. And I tell you what, Coach Tommy Newton, you got a good win tonight by a good Northwestern team.
Yes, we did. It was good. We knew we had it in us. We knew we were capable. We've shown that we're capable. And tonight was a good thing for the boys to remind them that, hey, we have it. We're able to play.
With the halftime, a double-digit lead, that had to feel good.
It did. And the biggest struggle we've had as of late is coming out of halftime. So we came out of halftime and we actually won the third quarter, which was huge. Up 12 after 3. Got a little scary there at the end, but that's the nice thing when you do build a cushion. You can live with some of those things.
Got some good play off the bench. Owen Spidell seems to be increasing his play and his ability.
You know, we talked a lot about playing fast, but playing calm. You can do two things at once. And I think tonight he really showed that. He had 4 assists. He had 9 points. He was a great spark for us.
Absolutely. You put Chase Clark starting lineup. He's shooting a 3 ball at 31. He increased that tonight.
He did, yeah. He's been putting the work in day out, and he continues to grind away. And when we lost Kellen, we don't know when we'll have him back with his surgery. And Jason's a good fill-in for that spot, another high-volume shooter that they have to figure out how to guard.
You're going to go on the road tomorrow night. You're going to be at Frontier. I understand that the gym's not real big.
No, I like it. It's a closed environment, and we'll hopefully continue to build on tonight.
Coach Tommy Newton, thank you.
Thank you, AJ. Appreciate it.
That's Coach Tommy Newton, and we're going to back out again. We're going to mention no matter if you're home or away, if you're teaching, doing the teaching or doing the learning, don't let it go and keep by your burden.